Hello, welcome back to Mind Your Hormones. What is poppin'? Okay, I'm so excited to have this conversation with you because I know how this feels because I have done this a million times in my health. And I know the person that I attract does this as well. So I know it's gonna hit home for you and it's gonna be such a good conversation. So, what we're talking about is really like dropping the rigidity of everything. And if you're anything like me, you might be type A, you are very calculated. And I notice this a lot, like especially when I start working with clients close proximity, whether it's in 4 weeks to boost fertility or the trying to conceive accelerator, like it can get very calculated of like and like precise of like I have to do this exactly this way, otherwise I'm not going to get pregnant. And this is not me minimizing why you're doing that, right? You're doing that because you've been trying, possibly, right, been trying for so long, and you will do literally whatever it takes to get pregnant. So you're like, okay, I'll follow this exact thing step by step by step by step by step because that's going to help me get pregnant. But the downside of this is like this can get you in a real shit spiral of like, okay, if I miss one thing, then I fuck everything up. And now I have to start all over, or now I'm not going to get pregnant. Now I ruined everything. And then you're beating yourself up and you're going in this circle over and over and over and over and over again, right? It's like, okay, I did like a quarter of a lemon instead of half of a lemon in my lemon water. Like, is that okay? Or I think I had like a little bit more than 2 tablespoons of healthy fat. Like, is that going to be okay? I was at like 28 grams of protein in the morning instead of 30, or I went like, 4 hours instead of 3.5. Like, is this going to mess everything up? Like, you get so nitty gritty about every single thing that you're doing because you're trying to control something. It's like you feel like you can't control you getting pregnant with there's obviously a part of you that you can't, right? There's a part that we just cannot control, right? There are so many things that we can control and that's what we want to focus on, but there's so many things we cannot control when it comes to pregnancy. And because you've been trying for so long and you are feeling that, right? You're like, okay, well, I can't control this, but what can I control? So you try and like strangle it and grip it to death. But that rigidity is felt throughout your entire body. And I have been working with clients for so many years with this. And the women who go from trying to conceive for years to not trying to conceive for years, a huge piece of that is really letting go of this rigidity and falling into trust. And that is not me saying that all you have to do is let go of the rigidity and just trust is going to happen and then you're going to get pregnant. Like, don't get it fucking twisted. You feel my heart with this, okay? You know that you need to put in the work. You need to be doing the things with your nutrition, your less of supplementation. Like, all of that matters. Like, it matters so much. But your energy is what's driving the bus. The way that you are going about everything is really like the make or break. And that's why you hear so often it's like, I just stopped trying and then we got pregnant. And again, there's like, oh, I like almost hate to say that because and again, I know you feel my heart because you know me. It's like, I'm not trying to be insensitive, like, well, all you have to do is stop caring and then you get pregnant. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that a big piece of it really does need to be you letting go a little bit of the rigidity and the structure and the fear and the grip on the control that you possibly have around trying to conceive right now, and understanding that, like, of course there's, right, because if you think about it, like, there's parts of us, right? So like parts of our internal family systems is what it's called. And it's like, okay, there's a part of you that is scared that it's not going to happen, right? There's a part of you that fears that you're never going to get pregnant, and that part of you is what's running the show and running the bus, like driving the bus. If you are feeling like you have a chokehold on everything and you're like, I have to do this perfectly, otherwise it's not going to happen. If I skip my afternoon supplements and I forgot it, I'm a fucking loser. I failed. Like, I'm not going to get pregnant now. Or if I, again, like with the calculations, with the tablespoons and the grams and all this, or like, oh, I skipped a workout or whatever. Like I went out and had a cup of coffee, like whatever it is, right? It's like that rigidity around it. That's like the fear part of you who is driving the bus. And what we want to do is like that part of you is going to be there. We don't want to hate that part of you. That part of you is there for a reason. And you don't want to hate any part of yourself. You don't want to judge or shame any part of yourself. It's like we want to love that part of ourselves, but we don't want it to be driving the bus. Because if we're thinking about really impacting your fertility in a positive way, really changing how you feel day to day on your path to becoming a mom, really changing your health from the inside out, I truly believe that your energy is what's driving the bus and is like the most important thing. And again, that's not me saying, okay, have fast food all the time and like throw all your nutrition out the window. But if your energy is good, like everything is fine. But it is me saying that if we're thinking of it like a bus, right? It's like your energy is driving, and then you know who's like right behind you is your nutrition, and then your lifestyle, and then your supplementation. Like we're all on the bus. We're all needed. All these parts are needed to get to the outcome that you want. But who is actually driving that bus? Because if it's your fear, if it's your control, if it's your fear, your control really is what it comes down to. That is going to, it's like you're trying to climb a hill, like going like 2 miles an hour, and you have this like huge U-haul and you're trying to like drag it. It's going to take so much longer. It's going to be so much harder. When your like energy is driving the bus, when you know that, when you have more of that like trust in what's going on in yourself, not even in you getting pregnant, but trust in yourself, trust that you can't fuck it up, trust that your body is designed to heal and that your body will figure it out even if you don't do everything quote unquote perfectly. Like you just showing up consistently and doing the things that matter the most of the time is more than enough. And you just trusting yourself in the process, you trusting your body, you trusting that it is going to heal is what's going to make it be the biggest difference. Like it is more than enough. You having this grip and this like the death trap around everything is going to make everything so much harder for you. So I really want you, like, what if like just for today, right? Just for today, this doesn't have to be something that like you're doing all the time because that's just so unrealistic. But it's like, what if just for today, you just trusted that it's all going to work out and you just like put down the weight that you're carrying? What if just for today, you were like, all right, all like it, because sometimes it could feel like the weight of your entire trying to conceive journey is on you. Like it happening or not happening is solely on you. And that's what it can feel like. But if we're looking at it from a fact-based perspective, that's just simply not true, right? Half of it, literally 40 to 50% of it is on your husband. So right there, it's like, okay, we can at least take half of that weight off, right? Half of that weight, like you, your partner, if you have a male-female relationship, half of that is on you. So like take half of this backpack off my fucking back, okay? Because it's not just me, right? So like literally just fact-based perspective, half of that is not on you. And then also fact-based perspective, it's like, can you release some of that control to God, source, the universe, and be like, listen, I can't carry this all by myself. Like you could literally have a conversation with them, whatever you believe in, source, universe, God, doesn't matter. Okay. Whatever word makes you feel the best. Literally have a conversation with them and be like, okay, I can't hold all this by myself. I feel like I'm drowning. I feel like I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. I feel like it's like hard for me to take a deep inhale, right? You're like, I can't fully inhale. My chest feels tight. My jaw is clenched. Like I feel like I'm constantly searching for the next thing to do. I feel like I'm just like a ball of anxiety, or especially in the 2 week wait, you're like, I'm just tracking everything to the like millisecond. And it's just like, it's too much, right? Like it's just too much for me to handle. It's too much for me to carry. Like I just don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't want to feel this like anxious and stressed out on my journey. Like I can't have all this on my shoulders. Like please take this off of me, right? Like release this control, release this weight, release this stress that you're having to your higher power. And just like, can you please just take this and do like you do your part? I am assigning this part to you. I'm gonna do everything that I can on my end, right? I'm going to be really mindful of the food that I'm eating, when I'm eating that food, pairing it right, making sure I'm getting some movement in, nourishing your nervous system. Like I'm going to be taking my supplements. It's like, but I need you to do the rest and take the weight off of me and know that it's not all on you. It's not. Like there are so many things that you cannot control. Like, if you really think about pregnancy, like, it is so like miraculous. Like, the things that actually have to happen for you to get pregnant, have a healthy pregnancy, birth that baby, like, it's truly nothing short of a miracle. Like, honestly, it is. And so, while there are so many things you can control, and that's what I'm always talking to you about, and I want you to feel so empowered in that, because you can change the way your fertility is. Point blank, 100% you can, right? That's literally what I do every single day. Like, that's why you're constantly seeing me share my stories. Another person pregnant, like, over. And I have folders and folders and folders of people telling me that they're pregnant, right? So yes, you can change it. That is in our control. You can change what you're eating. You can change your lifestyle. You can change how you're eating it. You can change your supplementation. Like, you can change your nervous system. Like, all of this can change, which is going to directly impact your fertility in a positive way. But also, there are certain things you just can't control about it. The point blank, like, we really just can't. So I want that to be something that actually lightens your load when you're like, all right, listen, like, I got what I can control over here, but I need you to take the rest. And like, how would it feel to just like put down that weight? Just like put it down, just for right now. Just for right now. It's not going to be something that's going to be like, okay, good. Now I put it down, Corinne. I listened to your podcast, and now I'm just never stressed about it again. Like, I'm good. I'm golden. Like, that's obviously not realistic. That's not going to happen. But what if for just like right now, you did, and you just like put down that weight, and you're like, okay, I'm doing everything I can. And I just trust God's source universe is going to help handle the rest of it. And I know that my partner is 40-50% of it too. And I'm just going to take a deep breath. I'm going to like unclench your jaw. You're going to just take the tongue off the roof of your mouth. Like, you're going to actually take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Like, literally right now, I want you to take a deep inhale. And then on your exhale, I want you to say like, like an audible ah. I plugged into the Trying to Conceive Accelerator group chat the other day, and I was like, I was doing this myself, and I'm like, wow, this was so helpful. Like, I need you guys to do this, because like, this is like an auditory like sign for your body to just like relax and release. It's like, yes, deep breathing is so helpful, but it's like doing that auditory like at the end of it, like out loud. It's like just another sign to your body of like, okay, we can let go of control. Like, I want you to literally do that right now. So take a deep inhale, and then your exhale, be like, on the way out. And just like keep doing that. As loud as you can. Like, if you're in your car listening right now, like, you belt that shit out, okay? If you're on a walk, like, still get it. Who fucking cares who's hearing you, okay? Wherever you are. Maybe if like you're around, like your like first child or second child, whatever, is around, like, and they're napping, like, maybe not so loud, but like, let that shit out and like really let it go. Shake your arms out, like, truly let it go, because this is like a constant practice that you need to be doing if you're trying to conceive, because it's very easy for you, especially if you've been in this pattern of like, you're waking up, okay, you're taking your basal body temperature, okay, you're doing this, da, da, da. Like, again, it could be very calculated and very like, you just have a real tight grip. And I want you to really remind yourself as much as you can every day, how can I let go of the rigidity today? What would it look like if I just let go of a little bit of control today? If I wasn't so calculated, if I just, for today, and you can say this every day, just for today, I'm just going to trust that what I'm doing is more than enough. I'm just going to trust that I will know the next best action to take. Whether that next best action is to get a Dutch test, or to get a gut test, or to join a program, right? To join the accelerator, to join 4 Weeks Boost Fertility, to join the Mind Your Hormones, whatever, to work with a naturopath, to start a meditation practice, to stop doing a workout you're doing right now and do something else, to, walk more, to, stop, end a relationship that's really not serving you, to like do an energetic cleanse of your entire life. Like, just like trust that you'll know what the next best step is. You just trust yourself enough. Like, you have to trust yourself, because when you have full faith in yourself, you know that you will do what is required of you to get where you need to go. and that you trust your God, source, universe enough that they've got you. They're going to support you. They're the ones, like, literally picture, like, I always picture this whenever I'm like going through something hard or wanting something differently or whatever. It's like, I'm literally just picturing like my spirit team, my ancestors, like everybody, like just waiting, just be like, okay, whenever she's ready, like we're here, like we're ready to go. And I'll be like, okay, guys, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready for your support. I'm ready. Like, I believe this is happening. And like, I picture them all like getting up out of their seats and just like clearing the path. Like, I literally picture like boxes. I don't know why I picture boxes. I guess because it's like easy to throw, whatever. I picture like boxes on like my path towards where I want to go. Right. So it's like, say your path you want to go is to get pregnant. Right. And there's just like boxes. You could picture whatever. I don't know why it's boxes for me, but I'm just giving you my analogy. Okay. There's like boxes on your path towards you, for sake of example, for you getting pregnant. And it's like, can you just give that like audible, like in your head or out loud reminder of like to your spirit team, to source, God, universe, your ancestors, everyone, like, hey guys, like I'm ready for you to help me clear this path. And I'm like, I picture them standing up being like, guys, she's ready. Everyone, let's go. And I picture them all getting up, taking the boxes and throwing it to the side and clearing the path. And then I literally picture like just energy flowing to me of like, okay, the valve is open, right? You can picture this as water and like a pipe, and like the water is now open. You could picture it as like a sunbeam coming in. You could picture it as just like energy coming towards you, like a white light. It's just like they're clearing that path, and they're like, she's fucking ready. We've been sitting here waiting. Like, we're here. Hey, we're here, Corinne. Like, you know, whenever you're ready, it's like, okay, let your spirit team, let your ancestors, let your God, source, universe, whoever you believe in, let them know, like, okay, I'm ready for you to help me clear the path. And it's like, sometimes it's like, okay, they're just gonna clear a few boxes and let like a couple things through. Because they're like, you might not be ready for the full thing, but like you're ready to get here. And then they're gonna clear more boxes out. Like, however you could visualize it, but it's like, let that help you know that they're there supporting you, right? And it's like, when you feel like it's so hard getting there, it's like, literally understand that you have so many people around you, even if you don't feel like it in your physical life, because you honestly might not have people around you in your physical life who even know what's going on, who are cheering you on, but you best believe you have people on the other side who are supporting you. Like, sometimes I've pictured this too on walks of like my like grandparents that have passed and stuff, like literally walking, like I could like get chills thinking about it. Like behind me in like kind of like in like a triangle of like one person, then behind them two, and behind them three, and it's like walking behind me, knowing that like, okay, I got the support. They're like the wind beneath, like the wind beneath my wings, literally like the wind behind my back of like pushing me towards, like, I got you, like we're here with you. I've also pictured them like holding my hands on walks, and like they're walking with me, like, you're not alone, like I've got you, like I'm gonna walk you through this path, like trust me, like listen for the signs, like trust yourself, because your intuition and the like nudges that you get to like that little ping of like, oh, let me do this, and like, oh, maybe I should go this direction. It's like those are coming from a certain place. But actually, let me like back that up for a second. There's two different things that could be going on. You could be getting those like, oh, let's try the mucinex theory. Oh, let's try this. Oh, let's try that. That could be like your fear and ego being like, okay, we gotta try this, we gotta do this. That could be like your dysregulated nervous system being like, we gotta try more, we gotta try more, we gotta try more, till just like try and figure it out and try and get there and da-da-da. Like, that's not the place. That's not what it's gonna feel like when it's coming from a higher um a higher source, a higher power, that's the word, higher power. When like an idea or a nudge or something like that is coming from like your higher power, it's going to feel very grounded, right? It's going to feel like, oh yeah, that like makes sense. Or like, oh, I should, it's not going to feel charged, right? It's not going to feel like dysregulated and like, oh yeah, shit, I got to do this, I got to do that. So like, feel the difference of when you're like trying to make a decision or take a next action step. Does it feel dysregulated? Does it feel like, I gotta do this because I gotta just do more and more and more and more and more and more? Or does it feel like grounded and, yeah, this feels like the natural next best step? And that natural next best step could have some fear underlying with it, right? It could have a little bit of like, I don't know, like, because that fear is always going to be there, but it's not coming from a dysregulated place, right? Sometimes when we're feeling very dysregulated, these like little like ideas will come into our head. It's like we should not make any decision when we're in a state of dysregulation. It's like, let's ground ourselves. Let's get regulated. And I have other podcast episodes we can link below of like how you can help yourself do that. And then think about, okay, what is my next move here? What do I need the most? And it's like, the thing that you're resisting the most is usually the thing that you need the most. And it could be such a small thing that can change everything for you energetically. So this, I had obviously no notes for this episode. All I wrote down literally in my notes for this episode was let go of rigidity, not that calculate, should have been calculated. Energy drives the bus. And then it just like, it just evolved from there. But I really want this moment to just be like, from here on out, like I want you to be way more conscious of when you are in a rigid place, when you are being too calculated, right? Because like I said, it's not going to stop. Like, it's not like all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm like cured of my perfectionism and I'm cured of like all the stress I have from trying to conceive for so long. Like, that's not going to happen. But what can happen now is once you do start doing that, like once you realize yourself being like, oh shit, you're going to clock it. And you're going to be like, oh, wait a second. I'm being so rigid about this. How can I soften? How can I like let go of a little bit of control here? And what we don't want to do is be on either side of the pendulum, right? You don't want to be like on one side where you're like, everything is great, everything's gonna work out, I don't need to do anything, I could just like chill and eat whatever the fuck I want and drink all the time and because I believe that I'm gonna get pregnant, so like it's all good. It's like that's one side of the spectrum, and then on the other side it's like I gotta do this, I'm so rigid, It's like, okay, we need to find the healthy balance between like the feminine energy, which is like the flow, and the masculine energy, which is the action. And majority of you listening are likely more in that masculine, like action energy, because I know you and you're like, tell me what the fuck to do and I'll do it. And we want that energy in there. Like you need to have that energy too, which is like, I always tell any of my clients in the accelerator, mind your whatever. I'm like, I'm going to tell you exactly what the fuck to do. And I know you're going to do it because that's who you are. And yes, we need that, but we also need your feminine energy to come in and be like, okay, but I also understand that I don't need to be so incredibly rigid about it. And especially if you have been trying to conceive for a while, it's like, maybe for you, you need to like stop tracking for a little bit. And this is coming from someone that's like really like values tracking your baseline temperature, tracking your cervical mucus. Like it is so important, especially if you're just learning how to do it. But if you have been tracking your baseline temperature for a while, you know how to do this shit. You know your cervical mucus patterns, like you know all of this, and you're just like, maybe you've been in a season of you've been trying for a while. Maybe you like had a miscarriage or a chemical pregnancy or whatever. Like, and you're just like, I just feel like I need a break. Like maybe that's your next best step. Maybe you need a break from the tracking. Trust that. And like, know that it's okay if you need to take a break from that. Like, if that is what's going to serve your nervous system and that's what's going to serve you most mentally and emotionally, do it. Literally whatever is going to serve you most mentally and emotionally and is going to support your nervous system, that needs to be your next best step, because your energy is driving the bus. Your nervous system is so tightly connected to how you feel every day, but also to your fertility. And I definitely have never worked with a client whose nervous system wasn't dysregulated. I mean, how could it not? Well, all of our nervous systems are dysregulated at some point during the day. I mean, obviously, especially in the world that we live in, fast paced world that we live in, that's just like a given for all of us. So everyone has different degrees of it, but like, what is going to nourish your soul? What is going to feel like a hug for your nervous system? And maybe that's not tracking for a month. Maybe it's not tracking for 2 months. Like, really think about that. And it might not be that for you. Maybe it's something else for you. But I want you to just like take a minute after this episode and really just ask yourself, like, what would feel like an exhale if I just stopped doing this, or if I just started doing this? What would feel like a hug for my nervous system? Because that is what you need most. So I love you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please share this with someone who is trying to conceive. It is because of you that this podcast is growing. And I need to do a whole other episode on this because it definitely hit this by the time this is coming out, but we are now at over 1 million downloads on this show, which I actually can't conceptualize that number. I truly can't. Because I just picture like one person when I'm recording. And I mean, I just like, whoa, we're going to do a huge celebration for this. So stay tuned. But I'm like so grateful for you for being here. I'm so proud of you for doing the work. I appreciate you sharing this on your stories, writing a review, sharing with your friends. Like, I just love you so much. And I hope this was helpful for you. And this episode felt really good. So let me know how it felt for you. And I will, of course, see you in the next episode. Bye. Thank you so much for being here. If you loved this episode and learned something valuable, please share it with a friend who you think would also love it, or post it on social media and tag me so I could personally say thank you for helping me spread this important message. I am beyond grateful to be here with you. So until next time, stay intentional, stay consistent, and always mind your hormones.